There are a number of things that families need to take in consideration to keep their home safe. And I think one of the last things that families think about is their garage door. That's why in this month of May, the garage door industry focuses on garage door safety. And in this video, we're going to talk about some of the things that you can do to continue to keep your garage door working safe. Let's party. Okay, so one of the first things I want to highlight in this video is making sure that your garage door maintenance is done on a regular basis. I can't highlight that enough, but in essence, garage door safety is equivalent, that is equal to garage door maintenance. So if you are basically doing your part to call your local contractor or service provider to come to your property to give you a safety inspection or maintenance to your garage door, then you are already winning the game. Now, what does a safety inspection and what does a maintenance to the garage door entail? Well, it could be a number of things. One of the main things that I like to highlight is the garage door balance. Now, if your balance to your garage door is off, that's one of the main pain points. One of the main focuses that I would concentrate on when you are looking at doing maintenance. And one of the best ways to do a balance test is you're going to open up the garage door at the 3, 5, and 7 foot level. This is where I focus the majority of my attention whenever I visit a customer's home, because if those torsion springs do need to be replaced, and if we don't want to have to deal with that situation later down the road, I'm more than willing to work with a customer and say, hey, listen, what would you rather do? Would you rather spend a little bit of money now and know that you have to probably spend a lot more in the future, or the right amount of money now and nothing in the future? And whenever you provide that value proposition, that scenario to the customers, usually they'll replace the torsion springs. Now, after I focus my attention first on the door balance and torsion springs, I will then go to the garage door opener motor. And some of the things that I will look for in the garage door opener motor is the chain assembly or the belt assembly. Are these chains and belts truly worn? Are they really bad? How do they look? Are they lubricated? Do I hear a lot of noise from them? Now, a noisy garage door opener is not always an indicator that something is wrong. Nevertheless, being able to visibly identify the chain and belt, whether they are worn, whether they are haggard, will give me the opportunity to explain to the customer, hey, you probably have about this much life within the garage door operator. And so if they want to be able to address that now, they can do one of two things. They can replace the chain, they can replace the belt. In some cases, especially with the LiftMaster brand, those belts are warranted for life, and that's pretty awesome. Of course, you have to be the original owner. You purchase the LiftMaster motor and you register that LiftMaster, you're gonna be able to get belts on a regular basis if and when they fail. Of course, if you are a homeowner who's coming into the property and you have a LiftMaster belt rail and you cannot prove that you are the original owner, well then LiftMaster definitely does have a clause and they won't necessarily provide you that belt for a lifetime. Still, if you're looking at a heavily worn chain or a heavily worn belt, then that is an opportunity to speak with a homeowner and let them know, hey, listen, you're at a crossroad right now, and you should be able to perhaps maybe weigh out the options of, do they want to spend good money on an older product that perhaps may not give them that much more life based on how parts are discontinued, based on how technology changes. Have that conversation to at least know your options and at least look at a garage door opener that will obviously have a new warranty. You'll be able to get a lot of life out of it if you maintain it on a regular basis. Now, if the customer does not want to pursue the option of going with a new garage door opener, then one of the best ways that you can maintenance a chain or a belt opener is by applying lubrication, grease, a type of lithium grease that doesn't guck up too much, that doesn't cause clumping, that could collect dirt and debris. I don't prefer that as a lubricant specifically for chains or belt rail assemblies. And by applying a lithium-based lubricant on the chain and the belt rail, you're able to minimize wear and tear, you're able to extend the life of the chain and the belt, and you're able to pretty much provide peace of mind just, for the operation of the garage door system, whether you're doing this for a customer or whether you, the homeowner, are doing this yourself. Trust me, a little bit of lube goes a long way. Now, another area where I like to provide maintenance to the garage door openers is the safety sensors. And I know there's not much to maintenance on safety sensors because there's no moving parts to them. But what I like to do is I like to specifically clean them up. I like to make sure that the sensor eye is clear and clean, that there's no residue, spider webs, or anything that could block the vision, the actual line of sight of the sensors. In addition to that, I will also check the safety sensor wiring. If I see that there's corrosion, or if I see that the wires are very thin and perhaps maybe they're not good contacts to those safety sensors, I will usually address it then and there. And what that specifically does for the maintenance of the garage door opener is to make sure that that safety sensor system is in place to keep the garage door opener from crushing you or anyone in your family or some property in your home. Now, if we're staying on the topic of lubrication, one of the main things you want to maintain lubricated are the garage door rollers. And if you apply lubrication on the garage door rollers, make sure that it's a type of lubrication, again, that won't clump up. Am I saying that right? Clump up. There we go. To collect dirt and debris, all sorts of nastiness, and that will slow down your rollers. Thus, the lubrication that I like to use is something like a dry lubricant, not necessarily a lithium-based lubricant, but something that will coat the roller in a way that will provide easy movement and will provide longevity and extend the life of those rollers. Now, when we're talking about garage door maintenance, the examples that we've provided you in this video can obviously be handled by a local dealer contractor, a garage door professional. Now, that's not to say that you can't do these things on your own. Nevertheless, I do like to encourage that you consider that route to find someone that you can trust that would be able to provide you the necessary guidance and the proper maintenance to these types of variables and factors to your garage door system. And of course, when applying lubrication, that's a simple process. Anyone can technically do that. Nevertheless, if you're looking at the whole spectrum of what we've considered in this video, then granted, you could have the service provider look at the door balance, look at the motor and its safety, and then look at the roller systems, look at the door systems to make sure that it's properly lubricated. And all of those services can be applied on one trip, most cases, and at one price that would allow you to have, again, a warranty. It would allow you to have peace of mind, someone to call to, someone to refer to, even in emergency services. So again, the value proposition is that when you're looking at maintenance, sure, you can definitely do this on your own. And yet there are a number of benefits when going out to a dealer contractor or someone within the industry that has a level of professionalism and, again, someone that you trust so that they can provide these services for you and keep you and your family safe. So again, May happens to be Garage Door Safety Month. And when you're looking at your garage door safety, you want to consider the three factors that we've talked about: your garage door balance that are connected to your torsion springs, the operation of your garage door opener, and the safety behind your safety sensors, and of course, the minor maintenance and those little details, those little things that you can do to keep your garage door rolling nice and smooth with good proper rollers and good proper lubrication. So as we've talked about this, please, in this community, we want to help each other out. What has your experience been doing this type of work to your specific garage? Have you called a contractor to have these things done? If that experience was good, please chime down below. Or if you have no intentions of calling a contractor and you want to do this project on your own, please let us know what questions you have. More importantly, if you've already done this, then please chime down below because we really want to hear about it. Now, in this channel, we have a number of videos that talk about garage doors and garage door openers. So let's keep this party going. Check out one of these videos right here. As always, I want to thank y'all for partying with me. Y'all stay safe.